Joe Zekas from YoChicago and New Home Notebook, and I'm sitting here at Ecologic Lofts on Fullerton and Sealy, basically, with Bill Senne. Bill, tell me what your role is and how many companies you have, if you can remember. Do you have more companies than John McCain has houses?
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that. Okay. Quite a few LLCs we've had along the years. But this is 2359 North Sealy LLC that we're sitting in, and it's a loft development that I'm the developer on. It's 94 units that we're going to build here on Sealy Avenue, and it's eco-friendly. We're sitting in the sales center, which is all recycled and refurbished materials. We're pretty excited about it. It's been well received. We're coming off a project, the Emerald in the West Loop, which was eco-friendly, and has been very well received there. So we're excited about this project.
So, tell me what I'm interested in, what I'm excited about. I remember meeting you maybe almost 20 years ago or so. And I think
it's been that long?
I think you were about 11 years old at that time.
Exactly, yeah. I wish.
How old were you when you started in the real estate business?
I was 21 when I bought my first house.
Okay.
So I've been in the business 23 years now.
You were 21 years old? 21
years old.
Straight out of school? Out of what kind of background?
I was working my way through college at Jewel Food Stores, and the produce manager at the time was buying houses and rehabbing them out in Oak Park. And I was going to go to law school, and my produce manager got me interested in real estate. We bought our first property when I was 21. Spent my 21st birthday rehabbing it, and started making a few bucks. At that time, the real estate industry was controlled by the MLS, and you really needed access to the data. You know, nowadays you just go on the internet and get access to the data. So I got my real estate license to have access to the data because at that time you really had to use an agent. There was no other way to have access to the data, and there were things called the hot sheet, and things would come up every day, and we wanted to explore that. So I got my real estate license, and the guy who taught my real estate class was an attorney. And he said, why do you want to go to law school? Just keep doing what you're doing. And the rest is kind of history. We just kept doing what we're doing and never looked back.
What was your background that gave you the confidence to do this at age 21? It's not a typical kind of confidence.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You're from the northwest side of Chicago?
Northwest side of Chicago.
What part?
Born at Montrose in California by Gordon Tech, where I went to high school. But my parents still live at the 3900 block of North Nordica, Harlem and Irving. Okay. So northwest side. My dad came from a family of 13 kids. Never graduated high school. Never had a lot of money. I think what inspired me though is my dad worked 2 jobs. He would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive a bread truck all day, then come home and deliver pizzas for father and son pizza. The only time we ever got to see him was we drove around the car with him delivering pizzas. So I got my strong work ethic from my father.
He should have had a bus to take 13. He was one of 13.
He was one of 13. I'm one of 4.
You're one of 4, okay.
So his dad died when he was in high school. He dropped out to basically support his family. So
take me through some of the progression of this. How do you step up from rehabbing a house on your 21st birthday to building high-rises? How does that happen? Because I think that's kind of a fascinating Chicago story.
Yeah, it is fascinating. What I love about real estate is each site, each client, each job is different, and it has a unique set of characteristics. I think I suffer from ADD. I don't like to spend too much time on any one thing, and real estate has afforded me the luxury of being able to do something, complete a project, and move on. It's very...
You sure it's ADD? I have ASD.
What's ASD?
Attention surplus disorder. I'm guessing you might have the same thing.
Yeah, a little bit. So to me, it's been a natural progression. Buying the basics, the fundamentals of real estate are all the same. Whether it's you're buying a 2-flat or you're buying a piece of dirt to build a high-rise on, the fundamentals are essentially the same. And it takes, sometimes just as much brain damage to do a 2-flat as it does to build a high-rise building. So to me,
people have kind of lost sight of the fundamentals over the last couple of years of craziness, or the last 10 years of craziness. How would you articulate the fundamentals of real estate.
Well, you know, the 3 L's, location, location, location. I think that's why, I know that's why we're sitting back in Bucktown where, you know, I got my start in real estate.
Now you step up to Emerald.
Well, no, Promenade was before Emerald.
Okay, Promenade.
Right. You know, there's this big thing in a loft development that's called unforeseen conditions, and it's huge. And there isn't a loft building that I have done or that anyone has done that I'm aware of where it's this big unknown that can really eat away at profits. So loft development, I think, is actually harder development-wise. Once you buy a piece of property and the soils are good, once you're out of the ground, there really should be no unforeseen conditions. If it's done right, you know, you take that element of the unknown out, and it's not all that. You know, loft buildings are a lot more complex to develop than new construction. Believe it or not, I believe.
Aren't you just substituting one set of unknowns for another one? High-rise has a lead time that puts you potentially in a number of unknowns, like we're seeing today.
That's true. That's true. But construction-wise, you take away the unforeseen conditions. The economic unforeseen conditions are always there. They're equal in both loft development and new construction.
What's the next progression? What do you do? Keep building? Do you move on to something else?
Yeah, I truly have a passion for what I do. I've been really blessed, you know, to be in a profession where I really enjoy what I do. You know, I wouldn't know how to do anything else. We were just talking earlier. They were asking me for a bio. You know, I haven't put together a bio ever. I mean, I've never had to go on a job interview. I've never had to do any of those types of things. So it'd be foreign to me. I wouldn't know how to go on a job interview and you know, actually have to go out and you know, I've been blessed and I love what I do. So I couldn't imagine doing anything but what I do.
Are your parents still alive?
They are.
What do they think of what's happening there?
Well, you know, my dad, you know, his buttons pop off his chest. He's obviously very proud. They're very humble people, and they've given me my moral character and fiber, and like I said, my dad's work ethic, and they're proud. They're proud. They're a little worried about, you know, the economy, like everybody else. They're worried about me in these economic times, but we'll get through it.
Tell them you know how to drive a pizza delivery truck if you have to. Right? Exactly.
If I have to go back to Jewel Food Stores, still have my profit sharing from there, although it's worth nothing today.
Okay, Bill, thanks for breaking out the time for us.
Not a problem. Thanks, Joe.